I'm Tammy. Welcome to our Prairie Farmhouse. Today I want to give you 11 tips for slow living. And disclaimer, this is not something that I have perfected in my life. It's something that I work on and I don't have it all figured out. These are the things that I try to implement on a regular basis, but many times they do not work out as I have planned. It's a journey, but the more I practice these things, the easier it becomes to slow down, keep things simple, and live life more intentionally. Number one is to have a simple morning routine. To get the day off to a good start, first thing I like to do is make the bed. It's a simple task with a big impact. The first time I realized the importance of making the bed was when I heard a clip of a video from Naval Admiral William McRaven's commencement speech at the University of Texas. He said, "If you make your bed every morning, you will have accomplished the first task of the day. It will give you a small sense of pride, and it will encourage you to do another task and another and another. By the end of the day, that one task completed will have turned into many tasks completed." Making your bed will also reinforce the fact that little things in life matter. After the bed is made, I like to finish getting ready for the day with a simple face regimen and light makeup application. To fix my hair, I just give it a good brushing usually, then get dressed for the day. I like to wear comfortable clothes that work for both running errands and just cleaning house. Unless it's a gym day, then it's workout clothes and off to the gym. Number two is daily cleaning. By doing these routine daily chores, it will help you keep your home clean and tidy. Once they've become a habit, you won't feel like you're even having to work as hard to keep your house clean. On the days you do more of a deep clean, it will be so much easier because the areas have had basic maintenance and not gotten out of control. I first start with a load of laundry. Since my husband and I are empty nesters, I don't always have a load of laundry to do every day, but most days I do. Even if I don't, have enough clothes to wash, I might have enough dish towels or sheets from the bed. I can usually always do at least one load of laundry every day. Then I also like to unload the dishwasher after running it the night before. Check all the trash cans and take out any trash that needs taken out. I freshen the bathrooms with clean hand towels if they're needed. Make sure the kitchen and bathroom sinks and counters are clean. And last but not least, I like to sweep the floor. My third tip, you knew it was coming, is to declutter. Simplify your home with only the things you love, need, or find useful. The less you have, the easier it is to stay organized. Less is more. Just think of the time and effort each item in your house will require of you. Cleaning around it, dusting it, or washing it regularly. There's no certain number of things to have. It's a personal preference, but this is something to consider when deciding if something is worth having to you. One thing that I have decided to limit is the pillows on the bed. My husband is usually the first to bed, and he hated taking all the pillows off the bed. I can't tell you how many times I've heard him say, "Why? Just why again do we need to have all these pillows on the bed?" Now we have two for each of us, and we're both happy about it. It's important to be deliberate with your purchases. If you think it's something you would love to have, but it's not something you necessarily need, take some time to think about it. If you wait, you will make a much better decision to make the purchase or not. You would be surprised how many times you don't even think about it anymore after leaving the store. If it is something you just can't stop thinking about and have the perfect place for, you know it's time to go back and get it. If it's gone when you go back, it wasn't meant to be, I always say. Of course, there will be those instances when if you know, you know, and you just have to make the purchase on the spot. You may or may not agree with my number 4, but it's light colored walls. Imagine that. White walls are known for minimalist design. I know they're not for everyone, and I wouldn't consider them to be a deal breaker for simple living if you desire more color, but I find them to be, they just exude simplicity. They are timeless and they're classic. White walls can make a room feel clean and airy, no matter your design style. I like to decorate in the early American style. I love how the simplicity of white walls make the perfect backdrop for my wooden primitives and my brownware and copper pieces. Most early Americans were essentialists, such as the Puritans. Others were as well, not necessarily by choice. It's hard to imagine what it was like for them when we have everything at our fingertips. I'm sure most were just happy to have the basic essentials, although I know times were hard. I admire the simpler times and believe they also had something better than we have today. My number 5 is Ambiance. Scented candles are a wonderful way for creating ambiance. Not only do you get the soft, soothing flicker of the candlelight, but also the scent that can provoke a warm feeling of comfort. My favorite scents are vanilla and cinnamon. When the season is right, a fire in the fireplace can create the perfect ambiance. It's warm and cozy. It might make you want to pull up a chair and read a book or get lost in your own thoughts for a moment. It also provides a great setting for a good conversation. And also music is another good way to create ambiance. Number 6 is baking and cooking with whole food, healthy ingredients. Baking a simple sweet treat that is not only delicious but also good for you is slow living at its best. A recent favorite of mine is this apple cake. I got the recipe from my friend Dana, who got it from our friend Kathleen. When a recipe is being passed around by friends, you know it's good. This cake is good anytime, but especially for fall. Filling your home with the smell of apples and cinnamon, it's the best. Number 7 is spend some time outdoors. Be sure to get outside every day for some fresh air and sunshine. Take a walk, plant some flowers, or tend to your vegetable garden. Being outside does wonders for your mood. I love to get out and take a walk down our driveway. I usually have company, my dog Sylvie and my cat Sophie. I always take time to do a little porch sitting too. It's my favorite spot to read my Bible, and I usually can't sit on the porch without a cat in my lap though. Number 8 is probably the hardest for all of us, but it is be technology free. Put your phone away. I know this can be a hard one. It seems to call out your name at every spare moment. Boredom has become a thing of the past. Sometimes we just need to be bored though. The next time you're in a public place, such as a dentist office waiting room, take notice of how many people are sitting and staring down at their phones. I'm guilty too. Technology is wonderful in so many ways. Social media platforms can be both helpful and entertaining. Still, we can't let these little devices encroach on our lives. I am trying to allot times for myself, once in the mornings and once again in the afternoon, to reply to comments, DMs, and do some scrolling. I like to set a timer so I don't get sucked in too deep and lose track of time. This time is not including time spent creating my own content. More specifically, the times I don't want to be on my phone are in the evenings when my husband is home from work, or when I'm with friends. Like I talked about earlier, I want to be present with them. And also when I'm out in public or in a waiting room or somewhere like that, I want to be more aware of my surroundings. I want to be able to notice people that I know and be able to say hi. I want to notice people that I don't know and give them a friendly smile. You never know, we might even strike up a conversation in a waiting room. Can you imagine that these days? Number 9 is a good work-life balance. Oh, as hard of a time as my husband is going to give me over the phone one, I could give him just as hard of a time over this one, because he needs a little help in this area. My husband has a high stress job. His days are filled with Zoom meetings, decision making, and technology that comes home with him to keep him somewhat connected to his job 24/7. Unfortunately, he can rarely just turn it all off. So having a simple, slow living lifestyle hopefully helps him to be able to relax and recharge in the evenings and on the weekends. Number 10 is be a good listener. When I'm talking with someone, I want to be able to fully focus on them and what they're saying. It's so easy, for me at least, to be thinking about your reply while you're listening to someone instead of actually listening to what they're saying. Slow down and really listen. And not only to others, but listen to yourself. In a fast-paced world, it's so easy to just always want to say yes to everything. So don't overstretch yourself and just listen to your inner voice, and just don't always jump to yes when someone asks you to do something or asks you if you want to be a part of something. Just slow down and think about it, because even good opportunities, how good are they actually if they're going to cost you too much of yourself? Number 11 is gratitude. Be thankful for not only the big things, but also the little things. Things like waking up to a beautiful day, the food you're about to eat, the warm bath you're sinking into, all the things that most of us take for granted. I say they're little things, but once you start being grateful for them, you start to notice how big and important all the little things really are. Life is a gift to be appreciated. I hope you find these tips to be helpful for you on your slow living journey. If you do, be sure and click the like button so YouTube will know you found something valuable about my video. It really helps my channel. And thank you for being here, and hit that subscribe button, and I will see you here again next week.